Hello, my dear gardeners. There are so many containers to choose from when we are going to buy them for our beloved roses. And there are stout and short containers and tall and vase shape. So which type is good for roses? Today we are going to figure it out, and there is a clear winner. Olga Carmody with you today, Master Gardener from Connecticut. Let's begin. Let's look at the root system of the rose. There are many types of root systems, and when I was doing my master gardening in Bartlett Arboretum here in Stamford, we studied all the root systems. I looked at those pictures. Some grasses can go so deep. Some plants do have very strong top root system, which exceeds the top size of the plant above the ground many times over. But roses, they don't have that root system. They have a fibrous root system. And what is it? Many roots are coming from the base of the plant, and they are spreading around looking for nutrients and water. So, if we are talking about the root system of the rose, the shape of it, it is not long and deep, although some roses can develop that top root. But roses, in their majority, they do have this wide, far-reaching roots, because roses are heavy feeders, right? They love food and moisture in the soil. And the shape of their roots should dictate which container we are choosing for our roses. So clearly, it's not the vase shape, but it's a stout and wide, comfortable container which can host all those roots, and rose can have all the nutrients and water it needs to grow well. How about heat regulation in something like this and then in a narrow rose? Well, when sun rays hit the wall of the container, all the area underneath it, the soil, which is touching the interior wall of the container, of course, it heats up and it dries, so it gets more prone to being really dry and hard. And if we have this very narrow container, of course the space is narrow there, and the roots are prone to suffer more because there is more chances for the sun to heat the walls and to really go deep through the whole mass of the container. But here, something like this, stout and short, there is more soil level here. It's basically a big chunk of soil. So the heat has harder time to penetrate it to the center, and as a result, rose roots have a better environment to live in. So again, we are voting for this type of the container, not the vase container. How about moisture retention? The same story. Again, this type of container wins because the more round the shape of soil has better chance of retain moisture than something tall and skinny. And also stability, the last factor. Of course, something like this would be more stable than something tall and narrow, especially if we have strong rose, which is going to grow for many years, right? And it can tip over. So here we have a clear winner. Because of rose root systems, because of the heavy plant we are growing, because of the moisture retention and heat prevention, right? We need to choose something like this. And this container has to be at least 12, 16 inches wide and deep, because roses are strong growers and we don't want to repot rose every year. And preferably something which will withstand harsh conditions, of course, in colder climates. Like here, I'm going to bring my rose into the garage. Please do subscribe if you want to follow the journey of overwintering roses, because I'm going to film this rose, how I'm going to overwinter it in the garage. And another consideration is the color of the container. Usually the dark color absorbs the sun rays, and it's very good when it's spring and the days are cold. But during the summer heat, roses can struggle. So if you choose containers, choose something lighter color. And in my case, those beautiful light containers, kind of aged stone containers, they're very expensive. So I'm trying to figure out the way to create my own out of these cheap plastic pots. And I already did one, actually two of them. I'm going to overwinter them through our Connecticut winters, and if they survive all right outside, all my pots, all my plastic pots are going to follow the same routine. So here's a video how I did it. Somebody gave me this rose as a gift. I have no idea what rose it is or what color it is. I have so many pink roses in my garden that I am hoping that this rose is not pink. We will see next year when the blooming season comes. And in our next video, I'm going to repot this rose into this container, and I will show you what my favorite soil mix I do for my roses. All right, my dear gardeners, happy gardening as always, and I will see you in my next video.